This is becoming messy, you guys. Following Justin's total breakdown over Selena Gomez's wedding, Hailey Bieber has finally responded, and it's explosive, not just awkward. On the same day that Selena married Benny Blanco, there were cryptic posts, heartfelt poetry, and a public outburst. Justin was criticized by fans. Selena said nothing. She has officially had enough, though. Hailey. She reportedly confronted Justin in private, and her response indicates that she is over the drama, the comparisons, and being enmeshed in a romance that ended years ago. She isn't keeping quiet this time, though. Let's examine the specific events that transpired. Selena's fairy tale wedding managed to rekindle one of Hollywood's most tiresome love triangles, from Justin's emotional collapse to Hailey's private altercation. Let's begin with the event that set everything in motion. The wedding day of Selena Gomez. Selena formally said "I do" in a stunning ceremony in Santa Barbara following 2 years of dating producer Benny Blanco. It was sentimental, private, and elegant. Hosted at a beachfront home with family and celebrities like Paris Hilton, Taylor Swift, and Ed Sheeran in attendance. Her dress was designed by Ralph Lauren. Helicopters circled to try and capture pictures, and guests were transported in secret shuttles. It was the ideal conclusion to Selena's protracted and turbulent public romantic life, the point at which she permanently closed the Justin Bieber chapter. But Justin's social media began to fall apart while her fans rejoiced over her happiness. And what started out as a few harmless posts descended into what supporters are describing as a complete breakdown. Justin shared an Instagram carousel of Selena's wedding pictures just hours after the news broke, random basketball photos and selfies with a 5-word caption. Before fans realized the post's background music was a song called "I Do," the idea of shaving the beard seemed innocuous. That weekend, Selena used the same words. After that, Justin shared a series of mysterious Bible passages about thwarting deception and catching ideas that are directed against God. He then posted more black and white pictures, appeared tearful while driving, and wrote another verse about the foundations of human logic. Fans made the connection right away. "Bro," one comment said, "not you quoting Corinthians while she's getting married." "She's gone forever, man," said another. "Give it up." To be honest, you could sense the change on the internet. What could have been a haphazard mood post became a global debate about Justin's continued emotional attachment to Selena. Justin's fan base was now divided. While some defended him by claiming that he was simply reflecting, others were brutal, particularly Selena's supporters. His comment section turned into a combat zone. Some wrote, "Pay attention to Hailey. Why share this on the day of her wedding? The cruelest of these is you lost gold." Screenshots of his posts were all over by that evening. Memes, TikToks, edits, and even headlines like "Justin Bieber's heartfelt Bible verses in response to Selena's wedding." The timing was simply too shady, and someone close to him wasn't amused, even though the internet was speculating or laughing. Hailey, sources close to the couple say Hailey was furious. She was aware what people would say about Justin's continued infatuation with Selena, not just because of the posts. Consider this: when you wake up, your husband's reaction to his ex's wedding has made him popular on social media. Thousands of people tag you as you scroll, saying things like, "This is why he'll never love you like her." Hailey woke up to precisely that. US Weekly was informed by insiders that Hailey was taken by surprise and felt ashamed, particularly since she was unaware that he would post anything. According to reports, she called it tone de deaf and charged him with escalating the hate she already faces on the internet. People also noticed that Hailey stopped liking Justin's posts that weekend, which made the situation worse. Fans realized then that something was clearly wrong. What precisely took place behind closed doors then? According to insiders, Hailey had a heated, private confrontation with Justin. "You knew exactly what people would say," she allegedly told him. "You were aware of how this would appear." Justin, however, asserted that he didn't even consider the timing and that it was merely a coincidence. Hailey, however, didn't believe it. According to reports, she expressed her frustration at having to handle the fallout each time Selena's name becomes popular. She receives criticism each time Justin shares an emotional post, and it's finally beginning to wear her down after years of that. Justin is said to have revealed the truth at that point. He was more affected than he anticipated by Selena's marriage. He told her that it was odd to watch someone he had loved for a long time go away forever. Even if it was truthful, Hailey didn't want to hear it. The insider claims that Hailey uttered the words that ended up being the situation's headline quote at that precise moment. "You must concentrate on us," she said to Justin. Easy, straightforward, and icy. When the confrontation was leaked, that phrase became popular. People started utilizing it in captions, TikToks, and tweets. The unofficial reaction to Justin's complete breakdown was to focus on us. It was the ideal way to capture the energy that Hailey has been storing for years. Because, in her opinion, how can you create a future when your partner's history is always available online? Even though Hailey didn't say anything on camera, her social media posts were very telling. She shared a black and white picture of herself holding coffee a few days later, writing, "Keep your peace. Not everything requires a response." Fans knew right away who that was directed at. Comments like, "Girl, we know who you're talking about. We're all over the place." Preserving PR or preserving peace? She's sipping coffee while Justin's losing his mind is my personal favorite. The thing is, though, that subtle shade did the trick. Hailey was able to express everything without using any words. She even reversed the story for a brief moment. Then suddenly, Patty Mollett, Justin's mother, also posted something mysterious. She wrote on Twitter, "Please pray for Justin." That was it. No follow-up, no context. Fans panicked, believing there was a serious problem. Some thought she was discussing his mental state. Others believed she was attempting to quell the media hysteria. However, one thing was evident. The emotional toll this was taking was evident even to his family. Additionally, it took place immediately following Selena's wedding. Yes, it didn't look very good. Despite all of this turmoil, Selena was enjoying her best life as a newlywed. According to people close to her, when she learned about Justin's posts, she found them depressing rather than startling. Selena seems to believe that Justin's breakdown validated her decision. According to reports, she is emotionally well and has no plans to reopen old wounds. Furthermore, it's evident that Selena hasn't posted anything on the internet. Nothing has been hinted at, liked, or subtweeted by her. She just finished. No answer could match the impact of that quiet confidence. The internet couldn't remain silent, of course. Hours later, TikTok was overrun with edits of Selena grinning in her wedding dress, Hailey and Justin fighting, and captions like, "The universe always wins." Given that Justin hadn't shared a picture of Hailey in weeks, fan pages even began to speculate about a breakup. Others asserted that Hailey unfollowed several of Selena's fan accounts that she had previously kept an eye on for publicity. There was drama everywhere. So the most absurd thing is that none of them, not Selena, Hailey, or Justin, spoke about it in public. People became even more fixated as a result of that silence. According to insiders, Justin attempted to make quick fixes. According to reports, he took Hailey on a quick vacation to a private wellness resort close to Palm Springs so they could reconnect and chat. One source claims that he told her that he didn't intend to make her feel embarrassed and that he was unaware of how painful the timing would be. They were said to have a deep emotional bond. Hailey and Justin both sobbed and they agreed to take a break from social media for a while. However, given that this isn't the first time his posts have generated drama, you can tell the tension is still present. It's also beginning to feel like a pattern to Hailey. Friends say Hailey is at a turning point in her life. According to reports, she expressed her annoyance at no longer having to live in Selena's shadow to Justin, and can you really blame her? People always compare her to others regardless of what she does. Selena was the first to wear red if she did. She is imitating rare beauty if she shares a makeup tutorial. She is feigning happiness if she smiles too much. She seems incapable of winning. She is therefore concentrating on rebranding fashion collaborations, her road line, and remaining unbothered this time. According to insiders, she has made it very clear to Justin, despite her serene exterior, she will stop playing the helpful wife after one more public outburst like this. The contrast between Justin and Hailey's approaches to dealing with public pressure is one of the most intriguing aspects of this situation. Hailey's method: make sure it's polished. Don't pay attention to the noise. Vent, pray, repeat Justin's posts. They keep returning to the same spot because of that clash. He tries to express himself in ways that always lead to chaos while she tries to preserve their reputation. The irony is that despite their stark differences, they both desire peace. Let's now discuss how this was covered by the media. As soon as Justin started posting, rumors started to circulate. The Justin Meltdown angle was used by the Daily Mail, TMZ, and Page Six, and to be honest, it made matters worse because Hailey isn't just responding to Justin's feelings anymore. She's responding to headlines that make them seem 100 times more dramatic. It seems as though their private marriage was turned into a clickbait plot. Therefore, the internet prevents Hailey from moving forward despite her best efforts. They are currently attempting to heal in private, according to those close to them. Both of them have decided to spend more time offline and take a break from social media. It seems that Justin is using the chaos as inspiration for new music. Additionally, according to insiders, Hailey is featured in one of the songs. She hopes that the focus of the story will change from Selena versus Hailey to forgiveness and personal development. However, whether or not the world permits that to occur is a different matter, because Justin and Selena's past haunts them no matter how far they go. What are your thoughts then? Was Justin's outburst an innocent incident that was misinterpreted, or was Hailey correct to confront him at last? And do you believe Selena's wedding was the spark that rekindled old feelings, or just the resolution he needed? Comment below with your thoughts. On paper, this love triangle may be over, but in Hollywood, the drama never ends. That much is certain.